With all the hype around Dragon Ball Daima, what better time to look at this Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 than now? Probably back when I got it. That would have been a better time. A better time to look at this would have been when KOWKIS sent it to me. So I'm showing this to you now, and I'm pretty sure it's no longer available on the website. That would have been a better time. Anyway, thank you, KOWKIS. I'm sorry, but also for those of you watching, KOWKIS is another site you should add to your list to find Dragon Ball figures and a lot of other stuff. Kind of like a secret spot to find a figure that you can't get anywhere else. And be sure to use my promo code because they do work with me. I work with them. We work together. NOSTLAGIA-KOWKIS save 6% off your products. Let's look at this Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. This is an SHFiguarts version, as opposed to the Demoniacal Fit version of Goku, which we have recently, well, semi-recently reviewed on this channel. So if you want to see this one get reviewed, you know, you're more than welcome to watch that. I'm not going to be mad at you. And we will compare them because I think that one runs a tad taller. Let's jump into this. The back of the box, so we got some figure shots in action, of course, which is always a good idea for those of you that are wondering, how do I pose my figure? Look at it and just match it up. That was easy. Depending on the box, sometimes you slide them out and there's a little sleeve in there and it tells you behind that, well, it doesn't tell you, the sleeve doesn't tell you. Behind that little sleeve is like a set of instructions, but this one ain't doing that. This one's doing what some of the other ones did, which is when you open these side flaps, you get instructions to tell you how to do things. It tells you hair does stuff, tail do thing, and hand swappy parts. And this is the best character in Dragon Ball. No doubt about it, it's best one. You can't find anybody better than Vegeta. And if you disagree, I'll 1v1 you, bro. In Dragon Ball Sparking. All right, we've got a pretty good selection of items to check out for our main man, Mr. Vegeta Boy. So let's start over here with the hands. You get a left and right of everything. There's no thing. There's no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no unique hand. He's got punching hands or fists. You know, I always say punching hands because most of the time that's what they're for. These are fighting boys. So they're gonna take their hand like this and go, He's also got a left and right of this hand for doing cool posing stuff. I don't know. And then you get a left and right of this hand, which is good for shooting some ki blasts or deflecting them. And then you get a left and right of this hand, again, for some good classic ki blast. Why did I say it like that? Classic. And you get these, which are more of like a fighting stance. And finally, you get these, which are some ki blasts with a peg so that you can use this effect and do some ki effects. It looks fine. It's really tiny. I mean, compared to what you get with Goku, it's just kind of like, all right. But it's nice to have. I mean, believe it or not, there was a time when SHFiguarts would put effects in the box with the figure. What? Over here we have his tail because he is Super Saiyan 4, so we gotta have that tail popping right out of those pantalones. Look at that torn section. Now, the articulation on the tail like this is very minimal. It does make me wonder why they don't do like the bendy stuff. I don't know, it could work. The faceplate that is on him by default is just the standard Vegeta grumpy face. Now, the application of the eyes looks a little bit off, like the one on the left is a little smaller than the one on the right, like the actual colored part of the eye. Up next, we got the cocky face Vegeta, which does look really good. I mean, that just, you know, it's his persona for sure. And you got a nice gritting teeth one because, you know, when you got fighting figures, it's always good to have some range, looking nice. And this screaming face, which would be really good for, you know, doing some ki blasts or just like screaming or fighting, whatever your imagination lets you do. Could be shocked. The hair, I mean, this is it's a straight up mullet. And I guess that's good because these days the mullets are back. Some of you watching this might have a mullet, so I won't say anything about it except for, wow, what a choice. Now the hair seems to have a little bit of a matte finish here versus the gloss up here, and I think that's just an accident. But that's SHFiguarts. I mean, that's happening here. The matte finish there, the gloss there. They also are not good at matching the body paint to the skin, the plastic color. An unfortunate thing of SHFiguarts. I don't know why that's such a challenge for them. It seems to be across the board. But those are the nitpicking things because it's nice to see this guy, man. And you can already tell he's shorter than Goku, which of course he should be. But, man, one of my favorite dudes. Also, nice airbrushing here in the pants. They give it a bit more depth. I like that. There's still some airbrushing back here, just not as obvious. Other than that, I mean, it all looks nice. The boots, the hands, the boots with the fur. Hey, the boots to the fur. It was funny. Now, articulation will be a thing. Duh. The hair, as you see in the instructions, actually articulates in 2 spots on the back, which is cool. But it also articulates right up here, these kind of mandible looking things. Great, should help with range, but probably not a ton because, oh, just kidding. He looks down into his chin. Wait, into his chest. His chest, chin to chest. Looks up pretty good, nothing to write home about. Side to side is definitely there. So you got the neck and the head articulation, which should help. The shoulders go up, the butterfly joints. Butterfly. Great crossed arms, so that's really good to see. Rotation at the bicep, the double jointed elbows, and the basic for the wrist. You got some body articulation with some pretty good range and crunch. That's very nice to see. Crunch is very important for fighting figures. Perfect splits, good lord. He's a kicking all day, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and ankle that's pretty standard with toe articulation. So pretty cool to see, man. I tell you, I like that. I like seeing that. Real good like. Now, comparing him to Goku, again, this is a demoniacal fit Goku, not the SHFiguarts one. Which that just makes me wonder, will demoniacal fit make the Vegeta? I hope so, because they loaded down with goodies, man. And if you want to know all that, click the link at the end of this video to watch it. There's our Goku, looking real nice. Okay, they were a little more consistent on the matte finish and way more consistent on the matching of this skin tone, which I am very thankful for. But, you know, height-wise, that's probably actually pretty good. I mean, of course they get bigger when they go Super Saiyan 4, but is Goku that much taller than Vegeta? I guess I'll have to find a clip. Of course, it's an animation, so there's always changes, but does this seem about right? I don't know. But love having a good classic Vegeta on the shelf. Classic? This, I don't know. I mean, is this classic to you because it's older? My God. Or is it not classic because it's a Super Saiyan 4? Anywho, love to see these two together. Looking great. So it makes me a happy time boy. Which is different from a happy time boy when I review figures like this. What's that mean? I don't know. It's gonna be a great one, especially for some dynamic poses. I mean, even on the freaking box, you know, he's got this awesome kicking pose. So just remember, you can look at this video, pause it, you can look at the back of the box to find some stuff to do some excellent, poses for your figures. If you don't want to just be standing there on the shelf. You definitely need flight stands. Now, as far as the joints on this actually feels like one of the better SHFiguarts from Dragon Ball. The legs are so buttery smooth, but they hold their position. They're not loose. They don't feel tight. Nothing feels like it's gonna pop apart, which is generally a thing with SHFiguarts. This actually feels like a very solid figure, and I don't understand how they're so like hit or miss. Especially this one's being made in Vietnam, because I think some of the Vietnam figures are the ones we know have quality control issues. Well, there you go, folks. I don't know. I mean, if I can find a link for this thing, I'll put it down there. But the point of this is KOWKIS, that store, should be on your list of like bookmark it, save that tab or whatever, because they do get a lot of stuff like this, and they've been recently getting demoniacal fit. So grab some stuff and save 6% with my promo code. They don't always have the best prices, but sometimes when it's a figure that's harder to get a hold of these days, definitely one to check out and, you know, not pay eBay scalper prices. I think the retail on this guy is around $65, so is he worth $65? I mean, if you like this version of Vegeta, I think you'll be like, you know what, 65 is kind of pricey, but I love this guy. It's not the worst. You get a decent amount of accessories, but you know, you can get a $35 Vegeta, which is what I would recommend at the end of the day. Something like this that pops up all the time for $35, you might get this or the Super Saiyan version. Target, you know, all your basic places that would offer some things like this. $35 is a great way, and this is a classic Vegeta because the body, of course, it's blue, whatever. If you enjoyed this review and you want to see that Goku get reviewed, then click the top link there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.